Oh, we are live. Hello. Oh, hello, everybody. It is your girl, Michelle Kanan, also known as the Satisfied Wife, the Have It All Queen, founder of the legendary Goddess Wife School. And today we're talking about one of my favorite topics in the whole world, which is how to get like absolutely everything that you want in your life, in your business, in your relationships, in your bank account. Do y'all feel me? If you are popping on live, say hello. And if you are catching the replay, do a hashtag replay and let me know that you were here because I love to hang out. I love to party. I love to chat with amazing goddesses like you, like me, that look, call me spoiled, call me demanding, but I love to get what I want, right? Like that's the vibe for me. That's the vibe for the women that I surround myself with, the women that are like attracted to me. Also, we're just have it all queens. And that's why I'm doing this live today because I want to share with you the secret, the energetic shift. Even actually, like, I'm going to get real with you, the dark night of the soul that I had in my relationship and also in my business that helped turn around everything for me so that I could start manifesting. I'm doing this because some people don't like the term manifesting or attracting or magnetizing. Um, all of the things that I want in my life. And the reason that I do this work, the reason I'm sharing with you is not just so I can just brag about how awesome my life is, because it's really freaking good. It's really good. Okay. But the reason that I'm sharing it is because I want you to have that experience. I want you to feel what it's like to have it all, to wake up every day and be like, wow, like in just total gratitude and not just like fake gratitude. Hi, let me know when you're here. Pop on. I love chatting with everybody. Not just like gratitude, but like really to wake up every damn day and be like, I did that. I have that. I'm living like that. And even if you don't, even if you're on the way there, right? You still have big dreams, you still have big goals, you just have this trust, like you have this understanding that you are set up for success, that you know how to play with the energy of the universe, play with the energy of creation, and truly, like, this is the extra little play with the energy of your man in relationship. Okay, so that you feel like a co-creator, because so many women I know that have it all are exhausted, feel like the weight of the world is on their shoulders, feel like you have to keep pushing, you have to keep hustling, like you can never take a break, you can never slow down, you can never stop. There's always something else to do, there's always someplace else to get to. Like you hit one goal and you're always on to the next goal, which is fine, by the way. Like, as satisfied as I am, I'm the founder of the Embodied Satisfaction Method. As much as I love satisfaction, acting from my desire, from my pleasure, from like what I really want. Like it doesn't matter if I keep having goals. What's important is that we get them, right? But also that it feels good when we get them and also like on the way to that path of getting it. And most women aren't having that experience. Most women are feeling burnt out or stressed out or unsupported or just like, good God, Lord, like, when is it going to end? I actually had a really hard conversation with my mom the other week where she said something so painful for me, which is just like, oh, I feel like I'm going to die without ever being able to really relax and just really do what I want to do. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. And I know so many of you feel the same way. Okay. So this isn't just about how to get all your goals or how to get to your 10K month or how to have your dream home, because who gives a shit if we have all of that if we don't feel good? And the thing is that if we're not making sure that we're in the energy of creation that feels good to us, that honors us, that allows us to like do more with less effort, with less struggle, with less push, you're either going to self-sabotage, okay, and you're going to fuck up whatever hard work you're doing. You're going to get in your own way and everything's going to feel really, really hard. You're going to burn out. I don't want to do this, right? Give up, um, decide that this is not for you, that like you can't, that life is set against you, all that kind of stuff. Or you are just never going to be able to freaking enjoy it. And like, what is success? What is having it all if you are not in pleasure, if you are not like able to feel and luxuriate and just like, enjoy it. Like, why are we doing all of this shit if not to enjoy it? And I know, we're doing it for our kids and we're doing it for the life that we could never have, from growing up or from our families or like all that kind of stuff. Like, I get it, I get it. But look back, right, at where you came from and the patterns that are there. And like, is it only about hitting those goals? Or is it about hitting those goals and allowing it to feel good? Okay. And that is just what I wanted to share with you. And look, the reason that I'm doing this live, the extra special reason is for those of you that haven't heard, my legendary Goddess Wife School, the price is doubling at the end of this month. In like 5 days, the price is going to double. So this is your last chance to get in there and experience what it's like to have a life of limitless luxury in partnership with your man, in co-creational partnership, so that you never have to do it alone, so that you feel sexy and satisfied and supported and just like, because you got the rock in your life. Or if you want that kind of relationship, like, that's all it's about. So that's all at goddesswifeschool.com. And this is just in honor of the price doubling and really the community growing in this whole new way that I am doing this live. Okay. And I was inspired to create Goddess Wife School. Like, the reason that I'm doing this live, the reason I'm talking to you about this really important topic is not just to tell you about my program. Okay. Although, of course, 100% it's life changing, with hundreds of testimonials of women like you that have taken what we thought was success, right? Like the picture of success, and embodied it, start to bring that satisfaction into our lives, into our relationships, and into our businesses, so that we feel like a freaking goddess every single day, because you deserve that. Even if your mama didn't have that experience, even if your friends are not having that experience, be the change maker, be the pattern breaker, like show other women how it gets to be women that are raising families and growing businesses and making that money, and just like creating new structures in the society that definitely was not built to serve us. Okay. And that's why I made Goddess Wife School, because I was having that experience. Okay. I come from my parents are refugees. My parents are immigrants from a communist country that came here with nothing and worked their fucking asses off to get to where they are. And I watched them do that. And with so much respect and with so much gratitude and with so much appreciation for everything that they did. And it never ended, right? It never stops. One of the expressions is like, it ain't over till you're dead. Like, I don't know about you, but that makes me tired, and that makes me definitely like unmotivated. And from somebody that has had 10K months, 20K months, 30K months, like legit, I gotta tell you that making that money, hitting those money goals doesn't change that feeling. It doesn't give you that different life experience that you say, oh yeah, when I make that money, then I'll feel this way, then I'll do these things, then life will be like this. Mm-mm-mm. That's not how it works. And that is why I made Goddess Wife School, right? That is why I do this work. That's why I'm here to talk to you right now, because most of y'all either don't realize it or you know it, but you're still kind of like operating in that way that isn't serving you. And I know it because I did that. I did that, and I had to go through a dark night of the soul. I almost ruined my marriage. I almost like ruined my life in my quest for success, in my quest for having it all. Okay. And there's another way. There's another way that we don't know. We weren't taught, right? If you look backwards, if you look at your family, if you look at society, we're not being taught this. We're being taught to work hard and to try harder and to push onward and to be goal getters and lady bosses. And that's fine. But the energy that you get to use to go there, can be sweet, can be delicious, can be nourishing, and can be full of inspiration and turn on, so that everything that you're doing is actually in sync with you, actually makes you feel the way that you want to feel, is about you being in pleasure and getting everything that you want. Because that is the secret for all my manifestation babes out there, for all of my law of attraction babes out there, my Abraham Hicks babes. You might know this already, but just in case you need a reminder, because I knew all this stuff and I still needed that reminder before I almost destroyed my marriage on the path to success. I worked so damn hard. I set big goals. I pushed myself. I did all the things. I invested in all the coaches. I had the best strategy. I had the best support. I had all that. And yet behind the scenes, shit was not working. Okay. Shit was not working. And in fact, I remember telling my husband at one point, I do not recommend this, but I remember telling my husband, we have a toddler, we have a 3.5-year-old, about like a year or two ago before I created Goddess Wife School. I told him, listen, I can't be a wife and a mom for the next 2 weeks because I have this really big launch coming up. So you're going to need to handle everything. Okay. That he did. Okay. Because I have an amazing husband. And most of you that are in relationships, I know you married amazing men. I know you married good men, kind men, men that want to see you win. But there's this like struggle that's happening in your day to day because we're doing shit like that, or maybe a little bit different, that isn't working for us and isn't working in our relationships. So we are either putting up with things that we hate in our relationships, or our partners are putting up with shit that they hate in our relationships, or quite frankly, both. Because if one of you isn't happy, probably the other one of you is not happy or content either. And it's keeping us stuck in this place that's limiting our success, limiting our businesses from being what they want them to be, limiting how we get to show up in our businesses. Right. So like think back to my story here of like, oh wow, isn't that fucking cool that I could just tell my husband, like, peace out, I'm gonna go, rock this launch, like you take care of everything. Here's what I didn't realize when I did that. What I was doing was not only focusing on my business, but I was sacrificing beautiful parts of my life. I was sacrificing the ability to be a good mother. I had decided, I had learned that I couldn't be both, right? I can't be an amazing mom and show up for my family and have all the time in the world and have juicy time with my husband and also be a successful business owner and also rock my launches and also support the hundreds of women that I get to the honor of supporting every single day. And the energy with which I approached him, no, 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 not a partnership kind of energy, right? Like, and I want you to think about in your life, what are the things that you're doing, right? I see a comment here, like, I need daily reminders, right? Like, I want you to think about what you're doing in your lives every day that are not honoring the woman that you want to be, the way that you want to feel, the way that you want to show up in relationship, the way that you want to experience partnership, the way that you're making money. Because y'all, reminder, news flash, this is your reminder right now. You are doing things and putting up with things, and so is your partner, that don't feel good. And because of that, you are inhibiting and limiting the energy at which you get to show up, how creative you get to be, how magnetic you get to be, how turned on you get to be, how trusting you get to be, how magnetic you get to be. And that's the secret. After you have your strategies and your coaches and your support, that is the secret to amplifying, to making more, to having the best sex of your life, to feeling fulfilled on all levels, whether you're at home or you're in front of your computer or you're serving your clients or you're at the ATM machine or you're on your dream vacation. Because none of that shit is going to make you happy if how you're showing up to build that is not in integrity, is not in alignment, is not based in what feels good for you. And when you start showing up every day, sacrificing yourself for your success, it has dangerous implications on your relationship. That's why so many of you are like, why, when I get more successful, do I fight more with my partner? Or does it feel like me and my partner are separating more and we're like not connected? Or I don't have time, as much time as I want to focus on my family and still make the money that I want to make and be the woman that I want to be. This is why. Okay. And it's so easy. I know it's so easy to blame your partner and to get mad at him, but baby girl, reminder that you are 100% responsible. So is he, by the way. So is he. You're 100% responsible, and also your man is 100% responsible. And we have to take that 100% responsibility so that we can start to show up like the women inside of my Goddess Wife School that are like, go from my man would never do that, right? He's not that kind of guy, to holy shit. Like one of my clients right now, her partner is building her. I'm legit serious, building her, surprised her with a dream yoga studio on a piece of property that he has, like surprised her with this gift that he's making for her. Okay. Another one of my women inside of my Goddess Wife School, her husband, they're having the best sex of their lives. Like, period. Like multiple orgasms, breakfast in bed, and they've been together for almost 20 years, y'all. Okay. Like, I want you to think about what are the things that you're cutting yourself off from because you're not showing up in your delight, in your fun, in your pleasure, that you're sacrificing because you want to be successful or you want to hit that goal. And remember, it's not about not hitting it. Yes, get that, right? Like my Goddess wives are making thousands of dollars and getting crazy raises at work and bonuses and clients signing up for their programs and all of that stuff. But this is not a business program. Mm-mm. No, I'm purposefully not a business coach because like whatever, pick your strategy. I mean, if you need help with that, I'm happy to help you because I've been doing this for a while. Like, but after you know your strategy, like it's about your energy. It's about who the fuck you are and how you're showing up. That's it. And if you are being the woman, not only that you want to be, but if you feel the way that you want to feel. Let's take a breath together because I need that reminder too. I like to let this stuff like soak in too. And there's nothing more powerful than having a community of women in your life. There's nothing more powerful than having an aligned group of women in your life that are not only cheering you on, but that are making those changes in their relationships, in their mothering, in their private lives, in their businesses too. Okay? Like and having that, being in that energy, being part of that creates this amazing, amazing momentum, right? Like I'm seeing a comment right here. The small energetic shifts we make really do make this stuff happen. I'm a current GWS student. It's not always easy, but the truth is it does come down to us shifting. All the ways have waves. Love you. I love you too, girl. Thank you for being here and for sharing that. Okay. Because when we make those shifts, right? Like once I realized, like, I can't abandon my family for my success and I don't want to do that. Right. Like I convinced myself somehow that I needed to go all in this way that didn't honor me energetically and didn't allow me to be the wife that I want to be and the mom that I want to be and truly the woman that I want to be. Like we need to unplug from this way that we were taught to be successful and this way that we were taught that we have to show up in order to make changes or hit our goals or quantum leap. I'm calling bullshit on all that. And I want you to look at your life where you're doing that in your life and call bullshit on that too. Because you get to feel like a goddess. You get to be supported. You get to feel like turned on and loved and seen by your man, by your family, and have the business that you want, have the life that you want, and have the relationship that you want, which includes amazing sex, by the way, which includes deep connection, which includes growth, and have that happen and watch how that uplifts your success. Watch how that increases your money making potential. Watch how that increases your magnetism to clients, to opportunities, to speaking engagements, to real estate opportunities, like all of that. All of that is possible. We just have to unhook ourselves from the one way that we learn how to do that, which is by hustling and pushing and stressing and doing more and always setting more goals, but using the energy that we hate in order to get there. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what that can look like in your life. Okay. What it would look like if you were part of a group of women, a community of women that were committed to realizing the vision that they have for their lives, their relationships, their businesses, how they want to live it, how they wanted to feel, and deciding I'm going to be a freaking goddess, right? And not just that I'm going to be, because it's not about being. A lot of times for most of you, it's about what we're going to stop doing or stop believing, or ways that we're going to stop showing up that drain us, that exhaust us, that stress us, that don't make us feel lit up. Because you get to have a life every day where you're lit up. You do. And even when shit's hard, because things are hard in process, of course, that that that's all coming together. It's all in process to reach the greater good, like to give you everything that you want for yourself. And that's what my Goddess Wife School is all about. And that's why I'm giving you a last chance to get in at the current price before the tuition doubles next week, because this program is not only so freaking amazing what happened, but we are even changing the structure, right? It was a 10-week program. We're turning this into an evergreen community for women like you that want to live life in a different way. We're turning this into this incredible sisterhood that doesn't stop once you learn about the powerful art of feminine communication, of igniting your intimacy, creating intimacy rituals, of using your emotions as the most powerful tools for healing, right? You're going to learn the most important tools that you never learned from your mom, from your grandma, from Hollywood, from your girlfriends, right? This is stuff that we never learned. I know I didn't learn it. But in my 10 years as a somatic therapist, as a neurolinguistic programming practitioner, as a holder of women's circles and a healer in women's spaces, I need to share this information. Like, I can't just keep it to myself. I want every woman to have this information too, and to bring these tools, to have your own medicine bag of these tools in your life so you can experience what it's like. Okay. And if you have questions about Goddess Wife School, you can go to goddesswifeschool.com. But I just wanted to tell you that every week we have a beautiful, beautiful live call where we talk really deep about important topics that are about empowering and activating your unique goddess blueprint. I help you get 100% unapologetic about exactly what you want in your life, because most of us are shrinking, or we're telling ourselves we can't have it, or we feel guilty, or we feel bitchy. No, no more of that energy. And from that place of being 100% apologetic and clear and activating your unique goddess blueprint, which, by the way, is not about being some like 1950s housewife. It's about you and your feminine energy embodying that, which society does not support or understand. We have to create our own spaces for learning this, okay, and for embodying this. That's when you get to reconnect with your man. That is when you get to reconnect and create divine partnership where he meets you at that level, not at this place where you're at right now, which doesn't feel the way that you want it to feel, or might feel hard, or might feel disappointing, or might feel like, okay, I hit those goals, but like, why doesn't it feel as good as I want it to feel? This is why. It's an inside job. Okay. And you get to meet your partner at that place and elevate with him together to have that limitless luxury, to build that life of your dreams, which feels good, which doesn't just look good, but which feels amazing, which fulfills you like deep inside of your core, which gives you everything that you want. And that also gives him everything that he wants too, because y'all, you're in a relationship. If you're, first of all, if you're lucky enough to be in a relationship, like, you have not only your resources and your genius, but you have a whole other human that has his zone of genius and his resources and his way of moving in the world. And lucky enough for you, he wants to see you win. He wants to see you thriving. Like, you're being in your turn on and your pleasure and your satisfaction is life force energy for that man. It inspires him to do more, be more, show up as that confident, sexy leader that like can hold you through all of the storms. But you're not in that dynamic right now, but you can be. You can be. So for those of you that are, I don't know, can he be that? Can my relationship shift? Yes, it can. 100% yes, it can. I watch it happen over and over, not only in my relationship, but in my clients' relationships inside of Goddess wife school where you go from disappointed or you feel unseen or disconnected or like he doesn't understand me or he doesn't appreciate me or he just doesn't honor me, to go into the place of like, damn, that man freaking loves me and he would do anything. I'm getting choked up. He would do anything for me. And that's such a powerful experience, especially if you've been struggling in your relationship, especially if you haven't felt that way for a long time. Because I remember what that was like, to feel like I was working so hard and showing up as my best and doing all the things. And why couldn't he see that? And why couldn't he meet me there? I know if that's you, I know what you're going through, babe. I've been there. And I want you to have this experience of what it's like when your man steps up in a whole different way, without you nagging, without you arguing, without you being disappointed or giving up. You can be and feel as good as you want to feel, and have him meet you in that place. Have him be inspired and excited and turned on to meet you in that place. I promise you, I've seen it so many times, and still it fucking chokes me up. Like, still, it just touches me in this like profoundly, profoundly, profoundly deep way. And I want you to have that. Now, for some of you, okay, you might have heard about Goddess Wife School before, because I've been doing this program now for a couple of years. We've had multiple classes graduate, incredible women, like sisterhood relationships, like, so that's why we're taking Goddess Wife School. And instead of like launching it every so often, I am creating a whole new structure and vibe of Goddess Wife School, where from day one, not only are you supported by me, but you're also part of this incredible community of women that are winning alongside of you in a whole different way that you don't see in like a business coaching program, or when you're like talking to your girlfriends about like marriage or whatever. This is real, real shit about how to make sure that you and your relationship elevate alongside of your business, alongside of your success, as you're building that dream life, as you're hitting your goals, as you're making that money, as you're rising in your career. Because in case you don't know, all of that shit is meaningless if you are out of love, if you're not connected, if you're not supported, if what's going on at home doesn't feel as good as you're trying to make it look for social media. That shit is pointless. And no matter how much money you make, it's not going to change. It's not going to give you that deep fulfillment that you're looking for inside. I know you. I know what you're looking for. I thought too, oh, if I just make my business amazing, it's going to answer all of mine. Everything's going to be okay. Mm-mm, That's not how it works. Okay. And for those of you that are like, but I'm doing all the work, right? Why isn't he showing up? It's because what I teach inside of Goddess Wife School is about you in relationship. It's about activating you in relationship to create, to co-create that divine partnership with him, to inspire him to meet you there, because there's so much shit that we learned about men, right? There's so much bullshit that we as empowered women learned about men and what's possible and how they operate, that is actually cock blocking him, that's actually getting in the way of you having what you want in your relationship. And it's, once you realize this, once I teach you this and you stop doing those things, all the roadblocks go away, all of them, right? And you get to have that experience like so freaking quick. Like I just can't even, so if you want to ask, by the way, if you want to say like, okay, this is going on in my relationship, would Goddess Wife School work for me? Don't feel shy. Drop me a DM. Like, I'll ask you a few questions and I'll be 100% honest with you if Goddess Wife School is the right choice for you or not. But literally, like, hundreds of women have gone through my Goddess Wife School program and have seen incredible shifts, ongoing shifts in their relationship, where they've gone from feeling like their husband was like a deadbeat or a loser, or like didn't show up the way they knew that he could, to him being a multimillionaire and changing their entire family's lives. From having a partner that was like too busy with work, so like he didn't help around the house, or he didn't do dishes, or he didn't like, they didn't have deep conversations, to being the most attentive and caring man that was surprising them on dates, was trying things in bed that they were just like, where did you Where'd you learn that? Like, where have you been keeping that? Like, sexy nights together, rituals that they're creating together, like a whole new kind of partnership. Like experiences that I've seen where you just feel like disconnected, right? I'm doing all this work. Like, why can't he meet me there? To when you make the shifts that I teach you inside of Goddess Wife School, seeing your man's spiritual side, him stepping up and taking ownership and being like, I'm going to start therapy, or I'm going to join this men's group, or I'm going to be part of this coaching program. I want to be better for you. I want to be the man that you want me to be. Thank you for seeing me in that way. I want to be him instead of leave me alone or stop nagging me or stop pushing me or that energy shifts. That energy shifts. And it's just such a magical, beautiful program and experience. And that's why I didn't just, double the price. That's why I'm telling you now to get your booties in there, right? There's payment plans. There's so many different ways that make it so super accessible before the price doubles in 5 days, because I want you to have that experience. I want you to understand, right? There's a lot of feminine energy teachers out there that aren't in relationships or haven't been in marriages for like more than a decade or don't necessarily have children, right? So they're talking a lot about theory, which is cool, but like, let's put that shit into practice. Let's give you that change in your marriage now. Learn these tools, make your medicine bag, have these resources, have the support of all these women. The way that it works for the logistics is we do our beautiful weekly call with women all around the world, getting coached, asking questions. We do rituals, energy practices together. Like, we go freaking deep. And then we have a beautiful private community where we share, ask questions, where I go live, where I offer more tools, more training, more support. I pair you up with a solidarity sister so you never feel like you're doing the program alone, like you're always supported, and you always have accountability. And then if you want additional one-on-one support with me, I have my private goddess hotline for my VIP babes, and we do private sessions together too, so you can ask me about that. Okay. So as soon as you sign up, you're in the program, you're welcomed into the community. We have a call today. We have our next call next Tuesday. Like, that is all happening already. There's an incredible group of entrepreneurs, career women, women with kids, women without kids, women that are engaged, women that are getting married, women that are separated and want to learn how to co-parent better, women that were considering getting divorced and now everything is so much better in their relationships and they're recommitting to their partners, women that are afraid, like, am I going to need to leave him if he doesn't change, and want to make sure that they do everything to make sure that like they know before they decide on divorce. Like, this is a program for you. And also my single babes that just want that kind of relationship and want to learn from a teacher and be around women that are really in it with men and not just talking about theories here, like, that are in those kinds of juicy relationships and experiencing what it's like when your man steps up from his inspiration to meet you in your place of divine feminine magic and turn on and like juicy genius. If you have any questions, please shoot me a DM so I can let you know if the program is right for you, answer any details, or you can just go to goddesswifeschool.com, or you can DM me and ask me for the link too. It's goddesswifeschool.com, and I will tell you, I'll spill all the tea for you. But truly, it is an amazing, amazing, amazing place. And remember, it's the last time that Goddess Wife School will ever, ever, ever be at this price. The price doubles in, was it 4 days? Oh, and by the way, for those of you, I know that a couple of you have mentioned that you want to join, but you're not ready to start until a future date. That, by the way, is totally cool. If you know that you want to join, shoot me a DM. We'll get you in, and then we'll move your start date until, for those of you that are in school or traveling or like whatever, that is totally okay for you too. Okay, my love. So message me anything, ask me all the questions. I'm here for you. Watch this from the beginning for those of you that are just like popping on live. And it's goddesswifeschool.com. Price is doubling in 4 days, I think, at the end of this month. And you got to be in there because you deserve to have a life where you are fully satisfied, not just in your business, but also in your relationship with your man. If you do not have a relationship where you feel inspired, held, supported, and that relationship is making you richer, is making you more creative, is making you more magnetic, is making you more successful, that is what's possible for you. You can have that in your relationship. I don't care what hasn't happened in the back. I've seen in the past in your relationship, I have seen miracles. At this point, it's just like, yeah. But you can message me anyway to ask so I can let you know. Okay, my loves, I'm going to go. I love you so much. Truly, like, I'm here taking a stand for every woman to have it all in every aspect of her life, and to show you how your relationship can be activated so that you can experience limitless luxury, support, satisfaction, orgasms, financial flow, an exceptional experience of motherhood, and just like truly, like, this is your life. This is our one life. Let's make it the best. Let's have the best relationship that gives us absolutely, absolutely everything. You deserve that. And I love you. So hope to talk to you soon. Hope to see you inside of Goddess Wife School, goddesswifeschool.com. Grab it before the price doubles at the end of the month. It's just a few days. And I love you. Bye.